Hey guys, so dropping a wee video for you tonight off the back of number one, what's been happening in the index in the last kind of 24 hours, 48 hours, just with the news, and it's really centred around our man here, Edgar Silva, his question, and do you know, I was really close to doing this video, and then when I seen this question, I thought, yeah, I'll respond. And as I was typing it, I was like, I was going to do a video anyway. This video is so long, this response is so long, I'm just going to cut it short. I'll just make the video like I'd planned to. So, yeah, Joao Felix. The first thing, if you've not been on the index for the last couple of days, paying attention to the trends, you know, who's rocking and rolling, oh, he's not even here anymore, but if you look at the top 200... who's the shakers and movers, who's the guys on the up, and Joao Felix the last week really, maybe even a wee bit longer, he's just come out of absolute nowhere, he's just popped. Okay, now Joao Felix, right, is, I've seen YouTube clips, the guy's incredible, right, he's really, really good. As you can see there, he was born in 1999, which means he'll be 20 at the end of this year, he's currently 19. The first thing you need to do when you're looking at somebody like this who is not a household name is you need to jump on the interweb and you need to see what people are saying about him. Okay, so straight away when we pop him in, the things that have been on the last, like, let's say a couple of days, last 2 days or so, is Wolves they're pretty much, all these people are coming out and saying Wolves are favourites, they're going to go and make a statement by this guy. He's been linked with Man United, he's been in, you know, it says here Man City, you know, Bernardo Silva endorses him. Man City midfield target, Liverpool target, the next Ronaldo, and then where does it say? Yeah, Joao Felix, the Benfica's Ronaldo's obsessed wonder kid. You know, he's getting a lot of media attention, a lot of big attention. You know, he's dropped Juve in. You know, I'm just reading the screen to you, basically, guys. He's been getting a lot of praise in the last. You know, even these posts are all younger than a month. You know, and that's 2 pages on Google. There's not many players that can get that kind of attention. 49 minutes ago. You know, there's constantly stuff getting written about him now, so he's very, very hot property. Okay. Now, there's 2 people I want to straight away tell you about. They are the last 2, to my memory, wonder kids that have come out of Benfica with big reputations. The first one is, I type his name, you know exactly who he is. Swansea legend, Renato Sanchez. Okay, I'm a big fan of Renato Sanchez. When Portugal won the Euros, I thought this guy is incredible. You know, he's a centre mid, but he looks so good at left wing, and he looks great in defence. He's just got everything. Big move to Bayern Munich. It's not really, I'm sure it will work out for him. I think he's amazing, you know, but he's not quite reached the heights, and the price he's at now, you know, kind of reflects his form and what's been going on in his career over the last kind of, even look at that when he's at Swansea, 90 pence, and then he's gone back to Bayern Munich, he's playing some games, boom, pops up, you know. And then the other person, I don't know if he's in the top 200, he might be, again, he'll probably be a name you'd be familiar with. Gonzalo Guedes. Okay, so this is the last. He went to Paris Saint-Germain straight from Bayern Munich the same summer that Renato Sanchez went out to Bayern Munich, and again he went out with a massive reputation. Could be the next Ronaldo. Looks amazing. Didn't really work out for him at PSG. Went on loan to Valencia. Did really well. I'm pretty sure Valencia bought him in the summer there. This is his second season there. So these are guys who are still talented, still had really good careers. But that's the thing about these players that come out of Portugal. Eder Militao, I think is how you're going to say his name. Militao, Eder Militao is another good example. Okay, so what you want to see with these people, especially Eder Militao is a really good example, right, is the kind of the bumps and the grooves that you see through all the speculation and everything as well. The man's question, Edgar Silva, was, is he a good buy? Okay, is he a good buy? The straight answer to that is yes. Okay, the question you really need to think about is it the right time to buy? Okay, he's £5.20, or, you know, whatever it was. Where is he? £5.60. Oh wow, I beg your pardon. £5.60. Is it the best price you're going to buy this kid at? I'm going to go on a limb right now and say no. That's not the best price you could buy him at. He's going for a big price hike than now because of the Wolves stuff. Okay, but if we look at Benfica, and this will take me a wee second. I hadn't set this wee bit up. Apologies. Must have had a game at the weekend in Portugal, I'm sure. Portugal. I've not got it in my favourite leagues because it doesn't qualify for index. So we need to go dig in Portugal Premier League. Okay. And then where's Benfica? Second, fighting for the title, looking good. Lots of wins, lots of goals. And again, this is part of the thing you need to take in consideration when these people from the Portuguese league are linked with the top 3 leagues, is there's very limited opposition in terms of the stand. You know, it's the same as Scotland. You know, it's the same as Holland. It's the same as any of these other, you know, what I would classify as secondary tier leagues. Portugal, Scotland, Holland, Belgium, maybe if you want to put them in there. Switzerland, Russia, these types of places, is, you know, they can highlight how good they are, but they can show you how good they're going to be at the top level in 5 years' time today, if that makes any real manner of sense. And then where is he? There he is. There, Joao Felix, number 79, and he's in great form. He's still looking great. You know, I can see why all this stuff is going on. You know, if you're playing week in week out for Benfica, doing these numbers, you know, you're obviously going to get attention, right? But for Football Index, this is the thing, okay? So Europa League playoffs, they've got Galatasaray. If they shoot past Galatasaray, which is definitely not impossible, then they could be onto a Europa League run, and, you know, it could do great, okay? But other than that, there's nothing else going for Benfica now. So you get Joao Felix, right? You've got his media buzz potential, and you've then got a Europa League run with Benfica, okay? If you want to look at Galatasaray, I've not went this far yet, to be honest with you. They're on the form you'd expect them to be on in the Turkish league. Again, you put that in the same category really as Portugal, don't you? I'll have a quick glance at their squad. Mozzarella, decent enough goalkeeper. At the back, Nagatomo is one of these guys who's been like 99 pace in FIFA for the last 5 years. Mariano, I think, has a good ranking in FIFA. That's all I know about some of these players. Is there anyone else in the back that... Kaya kind of rings a bell, but I'm going to say I don't know anything about him. Figuli, we all know from West Ham, he's really talented. Fernando, we know from Man City, he's solid enough at the back in terms of midfield. Other than that, no one else I would really say I know much about. Der De Oyk, I know his name. I think he's maybe played for Baz or something. Henri Onyekuru, I know his name pretty well, did great in Belgium. Celtic and Everton were linked with him. He went to Everton, they've had him out on loan ever since. And Konstas Mitroglou, again, you know, did great. And well, did he come from the Portuguese league when he went to Fulham? I think he did, yeah. Oh no, pardon me, he came from Olympiacos, and then they went to Benfica, Marseille, and now he's at Galatasaray. So he's a good secondary tier striker, you know. He's capable, he's fit, he's experienced, you know. And yeah, I think they sent him back to Olympiacos first before I was going to say I've almost got the guy's career spot on there. So, you know, it's not an easy game for Benfica. Can you see them going through? I'd say yeah. It's just as likely as they don't. It's 50-50, you know, really. You look at the form, 10-0s, 4-2s, 5-1s. I guess they're on slightly, you know, better form in terms of goal difference, but they're still winning all their games. They'll still both be super confident going into that. Okay, so the next kind of person you want to use as your yardstick for Joao Felix is our boy De Jong. Oh, sugar. I hate when that happens, especially when I'm doing a wee video. Is our boy De Jong. 2 seconds. I'm not going to be with you too much longer, just a quick one, guys. This is just how you want to assess these guys who come out of the nowhere and, you know, do a hop on them, do them not. Okay, so he's had a gradual incline, you know, he's went from... Let's even look at the last 6 months, that's probably better, yeah. So big spike. I know there's lots of blue lines there, so much that you don't even see the black. There's lots of up and downs, but that's the point. There's lots of little up and downs. One day's £3.56, the next day's £3.38, you know. There's lots of little movements on a big graph like this are very hard to register. And then more transfer speculation, he goes up to that £4.20 mark, and then that little spike that gets him to £4.80 is he's signed for Barcelona, and he's teetered out again because he has the exact same, if not he's got worse than Felix, because if Ajax have Real Madrid, they're most likely to go out the Champions League, okay? The next person you want to use as your yardstick for, you know, well, you know, maybe go forget Wolves in the Premier League. Imagine he went to Real Madrid or one of these big teams. Rodrigo, I believe, is signed, sealed and delivered going to Real Madrid in the summer. And again, you can see there's lots of blue lines, and again, over these periods they're not going to register as clearly, you know, but, you know, a dip, a spike, a dip, a spike, big dip, big level out, big spike, slight dip, you know. So that's the trend all these people will go in, okay? The best case scenario, see if you do want to buy him right now, is it depends how long you want to hold him for. See if you're going to hold him for 6 months a year, it's not a bad time. You will make money on him, probably. As I say, the last person I want you, I've got two more people I want you to compare him, and these kind of factors in consideration, right? Is Naby Keita, right? If I spell his name wrong, or is he not in the top 200 anymore? He won't be. Oh, maybe he is. Sorry guys. Oh, let's just put in Naby. I know I can spell that right. Yeah, there he is. 336. Okay, so what you want to look at is this, so he signs for, he's not in great form. He's in a qualifying league this whole time as well, by the way. He's earning dividends potentially for not for goals and assists back at this point. Just be match day, best midfielder and that type of thing. But he's signed for Liverpool in the January. Everyone knows he's going there, takes a big spike in the summer, and then his form isn't too great, So again, there's always going to be a better time price-wise to buy somebody, but this is your skill as an individual, is you judging. You need to pay attention to this guy, you need to watch him. You don't, in my opinion, buying him right now, as soon as you see all this stuff going on, is foolish. You really need to have these yardsticks to compare and really think what happened with this player and what did they have going for them, what does he have going for him. The best case scenario, see if you're going to hold him long term, this is your man right here, especially if he moves to a top level club, Man United, Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, these types of players, is Vinicius, pretty much the whole time he's been on index. When he was £2, he was expensive, that's what you need to take into consideration. It's not like, he was £2, he was really cheap. Back then, £2 for somebody who was playing in Brazil, moving to Real Madrid in the summer, was expensive. They weren't doing anything for you other than potential media. And then the market's grown and he's played really well. And if you're going to buy Felix in the short term, and you need to hold him long term, because this is the price he can go to, if he signs for a big team and if he is half as good as, all this stuff that we're reading about him says. Okay, so that's what you need to consider, guys. Okay, I'll say it again, is it a good player to buy? Yes. I'll give you one more, sorry. This is what I do, guys, but then what I'll do is I'll pay attention to him, and I'll know, because I've made this video, I'll pay attention to him for a while, watch his price. Ruben Neves is a great example of somebody who goes to Wolves, who's top notch, who still will go through peaks and troughs, so these are the types of people that you want to be comparing to, just pure speculation. And that was Neves when he was in the Championship, and when he was in the Championship he was still over £3 along with Sessegnon, and for a Championship player that is just madness at that time. That's like today, somebody being like a fiver, just the way the index is growing and everything else as well. It's only fair if we do it over 6 months. Again, these types of players, they will go up over time, especially as their transfer looms and that's about to happen. They'll be in the media, they'll be attractive. If he starts playing for Portugal as well, there's internationals, Cup Nations counts, I suppose, for the match day bonuses. I don't know if you know that, but Cup Nations League counts for goals and assists, so international breaks are interesting now as well, especially on the index. So yeah, so again, I'll say it for the third time. Is he a good player to buy? Yes, definitely. Is it the right time to buy? In my opinion, it's too early to tell. You can even, he's got a plateau in him somewhere. It might not be at 568, it might plateau at 580, but when he plateaus at 580, he's holding his price longer term. People who are buying him are sticking on him. They're not pumping and dumping him, So I would rather, me personally, buy him at £5.80 when I've seen he's been £5.80 or above or thereabouts, just as an example figure, for a period of time. I then know if I buy him, his price might go down 3 pence, it might go up 1 pence, it might go down 6 pence, it might go up 2 pence. Don't care. If you're buying for the long term, you need to understand that when you're buying at a safe position, you then maybe just want to hold for one more spike, and then what I'll do is I'll draw you back to what I did with Kai. Kai Havertz is probably equally as good an example as this guy here. It depends on how long you want to hold them for and what you see in them, etc. But we picked up Kai on this channel when he was, I don't even remember right now. I want to say that plateau before the big spike, and then we took him up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we took him from like £4.20 to maybe £5.10 or something like this. You can go back and check the early videos, guys, you'll see him. But that's something, again, I've seen him plateauing at that kind of level, £4 odds. And again, this is between £4 and £5, this graph. So when I'm saying £4.20, I could, it might not look, but that could be £5.20. I'm pretty sure it was. It might even be on this increase. It's a 6-month graph. It's hard to... Oh, there we go. This is quite interesting. So £4.20-ish. That's quite good. I didn't know I could do this on the app. Learn something new every day, kids. There we go, yeah. So, but again, even when you tap right into this, you see over the period that it's looking at, there's a fluctuation in every one of these, Okay, so is it the right time to buy? Time will tell, guys, is the main one. Me personally, and I would recommend you to do the same, because we're trying to make this a replacement for gambling. And what that means, or that's what I'm trying to do with me personally, if you want to join in, then all the better to you, I say, is it being as little a gamble as possible. It's not about always maximising profit, but make sure you're going to get profit. Okay, bottom line is how much do you walk away with, you know, and it's I could have walked away with. Then if that's your attitude, maybe some of your money should be on an accumulator, you know, because this might not do it for you, especially in the short term. And again, Rafael Leao is another good example of these really cheap players over the longer term. They make a transfer and whatever as well, guys. Okay, so thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. Subscribe, please. Like, share if you find me on Twitter, retweet, comment. I love interactions, and if they're really good ones like the Edgar Silva's, and I've had lots of good interactions by the way so far, but I was on the verge of making this video anyway, and that just kind of sparked me off to yeah, let's just go for it. But yeah, please get involved, guys. I love to interact and do all this stuff and talk to this with you. It's basically just talking about football, you know, which we all love. Have a good one, guys, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye bye.